So, as you folks know, this week we celebrated, or we commemorated, or we took a moment and we paused to acknowledge the fact that women in this country get paid a lot less than men do. So the question you ask yourself is, where do the candidates stand when it comes to women being paid equally to men? And we're going to tell you all the answers. It's a pretty, it's shocking but true. Now they do span the gamut. So on the far right, you have Scott Walker, who repealed the state equal pay law in the state of Wisconsin. So basically, Wisconsin had a law that said if a man and a woman are both, sewage workers, they get paid the same amount of money. Scott Walker said, this law is bad for businesses. Thus, I'm going to repeal it. Meaning, a woman can work in a sewer doing the same job side by side with the man, and she can make $1, and the man can make $2. And that is perfectly legal. So he is adamantly against women getting fair pay. Then you have Paul, who compared the Fair Paycheck Act to a policy of the Soviet Union, just as far right as our friend Scott Walker. Then you have Marco Rubio, who, is supposed to be, the Cuban gift that could, right? He called the Fair Paycheck Act a plain welfare plan for trial lawyers, meaning trial lawyers would sue everybody so women could get paid fairly. Not that it would allow for women to actually be equal to men. Moving on. Ted Cruz said equal pay executive orders was a distraction. Jeb Bush said, what is the Fair Paycheck Act? And on the left, Hillary Clinton is in support of the Paycheck Fairness Act, which says everybody gets paid the same. So is Bernie Sanders, and so was Martin O'Malley, who signed the Lilly Ledbetter civil rights restoration law into law in Maryland. Either way, the candidates are clearly divided when it comes to whether or not a woman should get paid the same as a man. Ladies, leave your man at home. No, I'm joking. Ladies, leave your men at home when you go to vote. And remember, vote for a candidate that supports you getting paid the same wage. Simple concept, right? Very simple concept.